What is going on? It's John Gap here, and I help people master their mindset. And in this video right now, I guarantee you this will be the best video you ever watch if you actually want to get rich. Okay, so pay attention. All it's going to require is answering 4 simple questions. Let me tell you a story. I just jumped off a coaching call. One of the guys I'm coaching, I've been working with him now for a few months, right? When I started with him, he was making no money in business. Now, he just had a 7,000 euro month, okay? And what he was telling me was he's fearing losing the money now. And he's in scarcity. And he is anxious and he's not feeling deserving of it. He's not feeling worthy of it. And from that, he's spending it. He's losing it. And this is exactly where I used to be for a very, very, very long time. I would make money and I would somehow just spend it all. Make money, spend it all. Why is this? Because deep down, I didn't feel like I deserved it. I didn't feel worthy of it. I didn't grow up with a lot of money, right? I didn't know what it was like to have a lot of money. So ultimately, it was uncomfortable for me to have money. It wasn't comfortable for me to have money. So from this, if something is uncomfortable, quote unquote pain, what do? You move away from that. Humans move away from pain and they move towards pleasure. All right? So anytime you are trying to make money in your life, if you subconsciously link pain to making more money, you are always going to avoid making more money, or you will fucking sabotage making money. If you feel guilty around making money, if you feel shame making more money, if you feel uncomfortable making money, if you link stress to making more money, if any kind of pain or discomfort is linked to making money, you won't move towards it or you will sabotage it. All right? So here are the 4 questions you need to ask yourself if you actually want to get rich. And then I'm going to give you a powerful exercise at the end to ensure you actually get rich. So here's what you need to do, all right? First of all, you ask yourself this question. What pain do I link to making more money? What pain do I link to making more money? Now, if you sit down and do these questions at the end of the video, watch the video fully through and then do them at the end, but write them down as you go. What pain do I link to making more money? It's the first question. Second question is, what pleasure do I link to not making more money? Third question, what pain do I link to not making more money? And the fourth question is, what pleasure do I link to making more money? So let's break them down. First question, what pain do I link to making more money? What you're going to realize is that, and again, you've got to be honest with yourself here. It's uncomfortable to answer these questions. You don't really want to do it. It's uncomfortable, it's painful. But what pain do you link to making more money? Things are going to pop up like, yeah, I don't feel good enough. Or, yeah, I don't think I deserve it. Or, I feel guilty charging high prices. Or, I've never had money. Or, growing up, people told me making money's bad. Bad people make money. All of these fucking bullshit stories that are not true, but you're somehow attached to them and holding on to them. So you subconsciously link pain to making more money. So, figure out what they are. Again, it could be things like, if I make more money, I'm going to have more stress. If I make more money, I'm going to lose it anyway, right? If I make more money, I'm still not going to feel good enough. I'm not going to change how I feel. So let me just stay where I am, right? So what pain do you link to making more money? Now, with that as well, bear this in mind, guys. It's not always like, what pain do I link to making more money? It could be as well like, I don't know how to manage my finances, so I'm going to lose it anyway, right? But that's not the answer, because it's surface level. Because the guy who thinks he's good enough, the guy who thinks he's deserving will figure out how to master his finances. I used to think that as well. I don't know how to manage my money. Bro, the how-to in any area of your life, whether it's health and fitness, money, relationships, the how-to is on Google. You go into, how do I manage my finances? YouTube. Here is how you manage your finances. The reason you don't do it is because you don't think you're good enough, right? Anyway, first question, answered. So what pain do you link to making more money? Second of all, what pleasure do you link to not making more money? Most people, what pleasure do I link to not making more money? Well, guess what, bro? If you've been trying to make money in your life and you can't seem to make more money, guess what? You link pain to it, get in there, you're subconsciously linking pleasure to staying where you are. Your brain does not give a fuck about pleasure. It doesn't give a fuck about you progressing in life and things like that. All it cares about is staying where you are and staying in pleasure. So your brain really doesn't care about, making more money might be good. If you link making more money as painful, Your brain does not care. It's like, well, all I care about is staying safe and not wasting energy. So if you link making more money as painful, guess what? Potential threats, wasting energy. Let me stay where I am. What does that mean? If I stay where I am, it means here is pleasurable, here is comfortable. So you stay where you are. So question, what pleasure do I link to staying where I am financially? Oh, well, I don't have to worry about how to manage my finances, for example. I don't have to deal with taxes, for example. I don't have to deal with my friends maybe not liking me because I'm making more money than me. I don't have to deal, these are the very sneaky ones. Like, I don't have to deal with my family members making me feel bad because I'm making more money than them. I've seen this one play out for certain people, right? They want to make more money, but their parents make them feel guilty for making more money. How can my son overtake me financially? Let me subconsciously bring that motherfucker down. And they do. They say shit to them. Oh, it's not going to work out. Man, fuck those parents. Anyway, point is, you subconsciously link pleasure staying where you are. So you stay where you are, so you're like, well, like I said, at least I don't have to deal with the guilt or the shame of making more money. The pleasure could be, at least I'm comfortable where I am. You know what I'm saying to you? At least I'm comfortable here. At least, because again, whenever you move outside of your comfort zone, it's uncomfortable, it's painful, right? At least here I'm comfortable, you know? At least here I know what's going on. Even though I can't travel the world, live my dream life, fly first class, treat my family members, all of this beautiful things, if that comparison compared to where you are is more painful, like getting there is painful, your brain doesn't care. It doesn't care about that. Like I said, all it cares about is being safe and saving energy. So yes, you can have this beautiful dream and this amazing goal, but humans will do more, right, to avoid losing something than they will to gain something. So if you are going to lose something by making more money, you won't go there. And the other thing is this, right? You will always only ever get your lowest standards. You will only ever get your lowest standards. So if your lowest standard is like, yeah, I want to travel the world. Yeah, I want to live a life of freedom. Yeah, I want to run a business, all of this stuff. But if your lowest standard is down here, oh, I'm okay making $2,000 a month. You're going to stay there. I hear people say this. They say things like this. If I could just get 4 clients, then I'll be making $10,000 a month. Bro, why the fuck are you aiming for $10,000 a month? Think bigger, bro. Like, it blows my mind. Oh, if I could just sign 4 clients, I'll be safe. I'll be okay. That's your lowest standard. So what happens? You stay at that lowest standard. This is where I see people as well. I see guys, they come in, right? They get to maybe 10K a month, maybe like the guy I was talking about earlier. They get to 7K a month, then subconsciously they slow down because they've reached their standard. It's not that they don't know the tactics. It's not that they don't know what to do next. Their standard has been met, and moving above that is uncomfortable. Or here's another one, guys. They make 10 grand, for example. They think it's going to change how they feel about themselves, and it doesn't. So they think, well, why would I make more money? You know, what's the point? It doesn't change how I feel. And another thing, when I was coaching my guy today, he's saying when he made 7 grand in a month, right? He didn't even go and celebrate it. So he's linking pain to it. So all of these things, guys, like you see how you're subconsciously linking pain to making more money. You work hard to make 10 grand. You think it's going to change how you feel about yourself. It doesn't. Subconsciously, let me just stay where I am. All right? Somebody else who I was coaching, when they made their first 10K month, they went and told their family, and their family were just like, oh, nice. They didn't acknowledge it. And that was one of his big reasons why he wanted to make money. So that slowed him down for a bit until he worked on his mind and reshifted what happened so he could then continue to progress. The point I'm trying to make is this, right? You always get your lowest standard as well. You always get your lowest standard. Anyway, moving on. So we've got the first question. What pain do I link to making more money? What pleasure do I link to staying where I am? This is the first section. Now, what pain do I link to not making more money? I want you to fucking get super clear on this, guys. I want you to write down every excruciating, painful detail about what pain you link to not making more money. Fucking get clear on this, you know? Because what when I done this exercise here, I said, if I don't make more money, I went deep on it though. I really exaggerated it. And I said, man, I'd have to go back to working in a supermarket. I know I won't do this, right? But I was just using my imagination and writing down these painful things. Have to move back in with my mum. Oh, all of these things. And when I done this, guys, I fucking cried. All right. I started to do that. Then I started to think about not being able to give my family, my future family, my son, my daughters I'm gonna have, my wife, my friends, I won't be able to give them the dream life, man. And I see myself, like even thinking about it, it's so fucked. See myself sitting there like just in an average home with an average car. No, exactly. It cringes me so much. It's so fucking painful. So I wrote this down, right? And I closed my eyes and I visualized it and I saw it in such detail. I was like, no, I can't do that. And am I saying visualize and focus your energy on this? No, I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is, if you go and put your hand on a hot stove and you burn your hand, right? You learn from that. You go, I'm not going to go and do that again. That was painful. If you do this exercise correctly and you truly link the pain of not making the money you want, what pain do I link to not making my desired monthly goal, whatever it will be, and you truly step into that and you feel the pain, you won't ever want to go back to that. Subconsciously, again, humans move away from pain, they move towards pleasure. You will feel yourself at a subconscious level moving away from that pain towards pleasure. This is what happened to myself. When I done this exercise, I started making a fuck ton more money and keeping it, right? So that's the thing I want you to do now. Write down all the pain of not making more money. Last one, what pleasure do I link to making more money? This is the one you want to go in on, right? You want to really clarify. Yes, I'm going to be able to make a lot of money. Yes, I'm going to be able to travel the world. Yes, I'm going to be able to help my family. Yes, I'm going to be able to buy whatever I want. But what I want you to really focus on this one, guys, is the feelings it will bring you making more money. Because all of this shit I'm talking about here comes down to one thing: emotions, right? Emotions. If you start really clarifying, when I make whatever your desired monthly goal is, or whatever money you want to make, and you start linking pleasure and emotional feelings to that, yeah? Like, how would you feel, bro, if you was making your desired monthly goal? You'd be feeling proud, right? You'd be feeling grateful. You'd be feeling confident. You'd be feeling just like a fucking G. You'd be feeling like the man, right? So the more you clarify the emotions you would be experiencing and feeling when you're making this money, again, your subconscious mind only understands the emotions, so you're going to be drawn to it. And then what I would get you to do, read over that vision, the new money story. I want you to read over the new money story, what it would allow you to do externally and how it will make you feel internally. I'm traveling the world, I feel successful, I feel confident, I feel proud, I feel like a man, I feel in control, I feel secure, right? All focused on what you want. Don't focus on what you don't want, right? Just purely focused on the new story, the new belief, right? Step into that. And guys, if you can do this exercise, if you write these questions down, what pain do I link to making more money? What pleasure do I link to not making more money? What pain do I link to not making more money? And what pleasure do I link to making more money? If you can do these questions and just answer them, and then start to visualize on the pleasure of making more money and seeing that reality now, stepping into that, feeling it, experiencing it, I can guarantee you right now, all these blocks you have around money, they're gonna go away. They're gonna go away. And you're gonna subconsciously move towards making more money. Because again, if going back to the question, what pain do I link to making more money? A lot of you guys are going to have guilt, shame, feelings of like negative feelings associated with making money, whatever reasons they are. So for as long as you keep attached to that story and those emotions, you're not going to make more money, bro. You're just not, because there's pain linked to it. And humans, psychology, we move away from pain, we move towards pleasure. It's simple. So if you can change this in your subconscious mind, watch how your life will change. So write out the questions, and then with the vision, right, the new story, what pleasure do I link to making more money? Start reading over that. And then what I want you to do as well, yeah, I want you to, look, you can do long-term visions. You can have a long-term vision. I have a long-term vision, and then I have a short-term vision. That's what I like to do. So I have long-term vision for my life, and then I create almost chapters along the way. What I want you to do though, I want you to then print stuff off like this, right? Because your mind understands images. So, for example, photos of a bunch of money, all right? Maldives, right? Where else do we have it? There's all of these things, right? Let me see, I'm trying to find ones. $1 million a year, right? Bank account with the amount of money I'm going to make. All of these things, I've got my Stripe account. All of these things, guys. So what I'm doing is, when I look at them and I visualize and I see that, sit down, look at my images, read over my vision, right? You look at even on my journal here, like money on it, right? And I just sit there and I'm like, cool. And I start seeing the scenes and imagining the scenes of the reality I want, not what I don't want. Okay? Most people are focused on what they don't want. They're driven by fear. So I sit down and I focus my energy on what I want. My financial targets, the things I can do with that money. And I accept that as my reality now. It's already done. And the more I step into that scene, the more my brain starts to believe this is who I am. It's already done. And I mix those scenes with emotions of worthiness, deservingness. This is for me. All right? I deserve this reality. Making money is for me. I deserve to make a fuck ton of money. Right? And of course, I match it with action. But the point is, it all starts with your beliefs. It all starts with your internal world, guys. Mindset is the key. Mindset is everything. Everything. Why are so many people going through the courses, they're watching the content, they have the business model, but they ain't making the money they want because their mind is blocking it? It's simple. It's not rocket science, guys. And if you haven't realized that yet, wake up and realize right now, mindset is the thing that's going to get you to the next level. This video should prove that to you. This video is more valuable than any fucking video out there on how to set up a business, the best business model to start in 20. Fuck all that shit, guys, man. If your mind ain't right, your external world will not be right. Question it. Look back over your past few months and years. What was your money story? Is that playing out in your reality? I guarantee it fucking is. That's why my money story is reflecting into my reality, being able to travel the world, being able to go and eat out every night, be financially free, invest a fuck ton of money into investments, right? It's because that's my story. And I know my new story is going to get me to even higher levels of wealth because I understand that my reality, my internal world creates my reality. As within, so without. As above, so below. All right? Guys, please apply what I taught you in this video. Don't just be one of them guys who watches a video and then clicks off it and does fuck all with the information. That's not how you win. You want to win? Apply. All right, guys. I appreciate you for watching my video. Let's win. No slacking, guys. Follow me on Instagram at John Gab. Share this video with somebody you know it's going to help. And let's win. See you in the next one.